So I recently did a video about finding the Air Jordan 1 mids in the outlet, the graveyard. Now we at the Florida Mall and we want to look at the Air Jordan 1s on the front line to see if they got the same pandemic happening in this building. Anyways, let's make it. Let's see what we find. So right now we in Foot Locker, House of Hoops to be exact. And what I told you, man, Shadow backboard one lows, $89.99 in the building. I have found this shoe, the mids, for $54. This is when Jordan Brand give you a consolation prize, which I have discussed in my talking head video, what I call the consolation prize theory. If you don't know what that is, go and watch that video. I discuss and break that down. But we're getting all kinds of variants. We even got the bread lows. No one is checking for this shoe, nor was this on our bingo card for 2025. Matter of fact, this wasn't on our bingo card for the last 3 years, even when shoes like this was selling. The only shoe I got that was a mid was this joint, and they had to retro it. I don't even know why they retro this shoe this quickly. I actually bought this. This is a black gold metallic with the gold swoosh and the gold Air Jordan Wings logo. And this one's a $140. When they released it, didn't even go on sale. Not to my recollection. And then we found this shoe, the USA colorway of the Air Jordan 1 mids. And I'll be here all day if I went through every single pair. They even got the shadows as well. The material's not that great. We got a Jumpman on the tongue, no Nike Air. Another way you can identify a mid is these that have the Jordan Jumpman on the back of the heel. It wasn't always on the tongue. Matter of fact, they had it on the tongue and also had it on the back heel. They recently removed the Jordan Jumpman from the back. So that's another way you can identify a mid. Along with the cut as well. This tan beige joint, and this is going for retail $130. And we recently got these joints. These are not a mid, but this is a high OG. And you can clearly tell the height of the shoe. Now here is an Air Jordan 1 high OG, and you also have the mid right next to each other. And you can identify how the difference in height. Back in 2014, these were identified as the high OGs. Jordan Brand disguised this shoe. After 2014, they went away with this and give us this, and you can tell by the height key. Well, the Nike Air was always there. The Wings logo was always there. I mean, some of the colorways was cool for the lows, like this colorway. And look at the outsole, clean. Why they couldn't make an Air Jordan 1 low OG? We would have bought it. Maybe not that color, but maybe this color. I actually like this reverse spread. And I felt they did this already in the mid. And take a look at this, the Air Jordan 1 high OG shattered backboards. In 2015, when they reintroduced the right height, they dropped this alongside with the Air Jordan 1 Chicago, and those shoes sold out instantly. This was also an instant classic. Not only that, they remastered the shoe. So that means the quality was great, the height was different. We got a whole different variant. So those remastered pairs sold out instantly. Fast forward 10 years, people not even budging for shoes like this. So you most definitely know they're not buying a lesser version. And while we're here, we're gonna take a look at some other shoes that recently dropped. You got the Taxis. I think this is fire. Definitely wanna get this. This is definitely on my radar for 2026. Not so much this olive with a Nike on the back of the heel. However, I have seen this marked down to $169, the 215 here. If you guys want to know, you got to follow me. I drop videos like this almost every single day, and I help people like you save money, where to shop, and where to get the best deals. So pull up, hit that subscribe button, and watch the content. And Foot Locker recently got these, the Air Jordan 9. Now, this is definitely not an OG, and I felt like we got this shoe maybe 4 years ago, 5 years ago. They had a whole bunch of different versions and different colorways, like the beef and broccoli version. And what's different about these is that outsole, and these shoes are guapi. I want to say like $240. $230 for them. Definitely different. I also believe JD Sports in the mall also got these. Here's another shoe that a lot of people got, but no one is buying. These joints, these Air Jordan 11, aka the Atlantas, the 285s. The disrespect is very rare to see shoes like this sitting. Any Air Jordan 11 sitting longer than a week is blasphemy. I can recall a few times this has happened with non-OG colorways, but it's very rare. Most likely you'll see it with the lows, but the mids, not so much. And this 285, maybe people didn't ask for it, maybe people didn't know about it, but it's in pretty much almost every foot traffic site, so you can't miss them. 230, and we got the Gammas right around the corner. I can see the polite path. And I know nothing recently dropped except for those Air Jordan 1s. I forgot what they're called. I think they're called University Reds or something like that. We'll get more into them later. But this is a Saturday where no big Jordan release is happening. So all the buildup is waiting for next week. I want to do a walkthrough video. Also trying to take a look at those Air Jordan 1 mids and see if the pandemic has spread to them all. Before I get out of here, there were some other pairs of shoes that came out, like the Deion Sanders. These are them right here, the Deons. I forgot what they actually called. I heard people was picking this up. I even read on Reddit that people like picked them up day one. This was a high anticipated shoe for a lot of people. I do like the color navy blue and white, Yankee blue, and then we still got the foam posits. I remember these were on sale. We also got the Royals as well. This is a rich royal blue colorway. Did they have a restock? Was the coppers here? I can't remember that. $240. Cost drops. We know on sale in other stores. Like I told you guys, you gotta follow me. And then we also got these. These are toned down. These are not the deep hyper raw that we just saw. This is a more toned down matted colorway. And then we also got, yo, there's so many damn foams. The carbon fiber joints. Again, another $240 shoe. And lastly, we got the pearls, the He Got Gains, but these are the pros. I can't believe we have this many foams. I don't remember this many foams dropping. And besides the foam posits, look what else they got on sale. They got the KD4s. These are the Longhorns, and right above it, they got the Easters for the exact same price. And right above it, they got the scoring title for $99. I don't remember this being here. It's not the only Nike basketball athlete that's on sale. We got the Kobe's, those the Halo 3s, and we got the Whatnot for the exact same price. I did a YouTube short about this, letting you guys know if you're looking for any of these Kobe's. They're widely available for affordable price. And I also include this away pair and this home pair as well. But that's not all they got. They got this royal blue. This got this University red. They got this wolf gray. And when did these drop? I didn't get the memo. When did these come out? Somebody inform me. They're $220, by the way. And right above it, they got the Moonwalkers, aka the Michael Jacksons. Not bad. I actually like them, but this is crazy. Kobe's wildly available. KD's wildly available. Before I get out of here, I'm not sure if you guys know the difference between these Air Jordan 11 pearls and the ones I shown earlier, which are these joints. Those are the 285s, and these are the pearls. Almost same identical shoe. If you look on the back of the heel, they're clearly different. Different though, huh? But I'm patiently waiting for the gamma. So right now we're going to JD Sports, and I know JD Sports is definitely guilty. What's going on? How you doing, bro? Chilling. Having a whole bunch of these mids widely available and discounted heavily. Including this pair, which recently dropped and is also dropping in price, 25% off of it. 25% off of it. Here's the patent leather joint, 25%. There's no shortage in discounts. And actually, I ran into someone in Sam's who actually had a pair of these on. I didn't think anyone would buy those, but they do. More lows, 25% off of it. You know what's crazy? We just left Foot Locker and they had the same Longhorns, but JD Sport is beating them by $5. $5 cheaper for this pair. Oh, these are finally went on sale, the Hirachis. I actually like these. However, Foot Locker also have Shattered Backboard on sale, and this location doesn't. Even though this location has so much mids on sale, they don't have the high OGs, and these recently just dropped. They still got the Chicagos, they got the 11s, and they got the 5, including the taxis. And speaking of 12s, you know what 12 I haven't seen in a while? The French Blues. It looks like they're recently sold out. And look what we found, the New Love 1. The New Love Unos for $110. And look at all these dunks. Dunks is another pandemic in these outlets and foot traffic site stores. But today we only focus in on Nike dunks. We'll move our attention to the Nike dunks in a future video. They got the Jordan 1 Self-Expressions for $120. And right above it, they got the olive green joints for $175 with a Nike on the back of the heel. So right now we are in Champs. Jordan Brand is really pushing this gamma theme. And this is what I mean about how they give us substitute opportunities because they know we might miss out. So these drop so it can be in your favor. So the reason why these are widely available right now in this colorway before the gamma actually release is because they want to keep it in your mind. Because in the event that you don't win those gammas, you got a consolation prize. Hence my consolation theory. That's the reason why shoes like the Shattered Backboard, the Chicagos, or the Bread colorways drop before the major release, because they're anticipating you not getting it. The whole identity on why these shoes exist, because they're banking on you not getting them. So this mall does have 2 Foot Lockers. This is the smaller of the 2 for those who's watching me for the very first time. However, it do have an incredible section of the Air Jordan mids as well. So we about to break that down, see what pairs they have compared to Foot Locker in other stores. And this section didn't disappoint. Look at all these pairs on sale. $79.99. How much is this? $79.99. $104 though. And these are supposed to be the breads. Not really, because the bread don't have no white side panels. It's patent leather. $104. You got the USA colorways. You got the shadow backboard wannabe. Let me get it out the dark. Let's bring to the light. This one is not on sale, but this one is. So is this. But then we got the shattered backboards. I look at the price. $149. Self-expression $149. And they did have the Jordan 12s on sale at this location, but I no longer see it. They also got the fire reds. Nike on the back of the heel. They got these metallics. And this pair is not on sale though, unfortunately. Jordan 1 University Red High OG. I think it's called University Red because that Nike on the tongue, but look at the outsole. I'm not sure if I showed you guys this earlier. Distressed tongue. You got the elephant print both on the video on the other side for the swoosh. This is coming in at $185. Guapi. But they're clean though. I do have a pair of shoes similar to this, which is called the Sail. It's probably one of the best quality Air Jordan 1 High OGs I have. Not the shadow backboards, despite what everyone may think. But that's the go-to template when everybody want to compare quality of shoes. So I try to verify what actually dropped this weekend besides these. Deion Sanders, the pearls dropped last week. Nothing at all. From my understanding, everything is pretty much mundane. Everybody's gearing up for the Air Jordan 11, so it's going to be a little quiet before the storm and the madness, which is going to be on the Jordan 11 release day. And my last visit of the day, which is Shoe Palace. Let's go inside, see what's popping. And if you notice, the dude got the Gamma 11 raffle sign up this Tuesday, December the 9th. You got all day to fill that out. And Shoe Palace is not exempt from having a ton of Jordan 1 mids as well. And they got some pairs I haven't seen before. Like this pair. When did this drop? Quality in here looks phenomenal. If you guys don't know, I'm actually using a new camera for the first time in a long time. Damn, this is actually looking good in hand. I haven't seen this pair. This is $135. This pair I have seen. This been here for a while. $144.99. Damn. Why? Because they're giving an extra eyelet. What's better about this pair than this pair? This one's distressed. But they do have all the usual suspects from the mid breads, the Jordan 12 taxis, the Air Jordan 1 lows, Chicago's, and right above it, and right above you got more retros as well. Patent leather shadows, which I mentioned in Talking Head video. When people can't get the Shadow 1 lows, we get this. And these. No one asked for either of those shoes, but we're forced to see them on shelves, man. We want the high OGs, we want the low OGs, but nah. We're getting mid. So let me give you guys another comparison of mids and highs. Mid, old school cut of Air Jordan 1s, the new school cut of Air Jordan 1s high OGs. Definitely different in sizing. And then we got one more cut above this, which is an 85 high. But the 85 high and the high OGs was settled for the OG look. One thing I haven't noticed is they got the Kobe's in multiple different colors. They got this purple one, which we have seen before. This one for $119. But right above it, they got this green joint, which I have never seen before. Going for the exact same price. Kobe 8 on the back of the heel. These are Air Force 1s. And right above it, we got the black pair, which I have seen. I wasn't aware of this shoe when it originally dropped, but I got wind of it about maybe 2-3 weeks ago. However, I have never seen this colorway. Not only they got those 3 Kobe's Air Force 1s, but then we got new Kobe's as well. And there was no information about these dropping. No raffle, no hype, no nothing. It just came out of nowhere and just dropped on us. $219 is the price though. And they also got the blue moons. And we're gonna take a look at the Nike basketball to see if anything over here is on sale. These are $134, so that's retail. These, however, is $10 cheaper here than any of the other foot traffic sites. And they also got a triple white, the cloth drops, and the pearls as well.